A delegation of senior police officers travelled from Lisbon to London earlier this year with regard to the Madeleine McCann disappearance in order to apologise to the family regarding the way that they handled the disappearance of the 3-year-old. The McCann family has not commented on the apology, and their daughter's disappearance still remains unsolved. Madeleine McCann went missing from a holiday complex in the Algarve, Portugal, in May 2007. 4 months later, in September 2007, Madeleine's parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, were made aguidos, or suspects in the Portuguese investigation. Both were questioned by detectives who believed they had staged an abduction and concealed Madeleine's body. Kate McCann said she was offered a deal, and that if she admitted covering up her daughter's death, she would get a shorter sentence. Their aguido, or suspect status, was lifted in 2008, but they remained under suspicion in Portugal for years. The senior detective in the case, Goncalo Amaral, was later removed or sacked from the investigation, but he went on to write a book accusing the McCanns of being involved in their daughter's disappearance. He said he was defending his professional reputation. The McCanns brought a libel case against Amaral for his book, but this was thrown out by the Portuguese courts. It was also thrown out by the European Court of Human Rights in September 2022. Since Madeleine's disappearance, the parents have been subjected to a really vitriolic campaign online, accusing them of causing Madeleine's death and then covering it up. The Portuguese police now say their initial investigation into Madeleine's disappearance wasn't handled properly, and that there was insufficient importance given at the time to missing children, and that her parents' position as foreigners in an environment they didn't understand was not appreciated. They've also said that they're keeping the McCanns briefed in their ongoing investigation. The Portuguese police have given their support to the German authorities, who now believe that 46-year-old German national Christian Bruckner killed Madeleine McCann. German prosecutor Christian Wolters has welcomed the Portuguese apology and added that it is a good sign. It shows that there is development in the McCann case. German authorities have been investigating Bruckner for 5 years, but so far no charges have been brought against him in connection to Madeleine McCann's disappearance. He also denies having any involvement in it. At the time, Bruckner was living near where Madeleine McCann was abducted, in Praia da Luz, and he'd been living there on and off between 2000 and 2017. He was made a formal suspect by Portuguese prosecutors in 2022 and is currently serving a 7-year term in Germany for drug trafficking and the 2005 of a 72-year-old woman in the same area where Madeleine went missing. Earlier this year, German authorities carried out a 3-day search of a Portuguese reservoir near the area in an attempt to link Bruckner to McCann's disappearance. We think that he was involved in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann, and we think that he murdered Madeleine McCann, Mr. Wolters said. Bruckner has already been charged with 3 further rapes, a sexual assault and a sexual assault of a child. The 5 offences are alleged to have been committed on the Portuguese Algarve. Mr. Wolters confirmed that they will go to trial in February 2024. Bruckner has made no comment on these allegations, and his lawyer Frederick Fulcher said that his client was exercising his right to silence. We know the contents of the files, and I think the charges are all based on very, very shaky foundations, Mr. Fulcher said. It has now been 16 years since she disappeared, but understandably, any more news regarding her disappearance is still a hot topic. It has to be said that with Bruckner's activities in the same area where McCann disappeared, he is looking like a very likely suspect. He's also been connected with another abduction of a minor near where he also lived in Hanover, Germany. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.